For a game that's about being hard but fair, this is just the most dog shit game I've ever played. Legitimately. None of the attacks are fair. Every enemy just does enormous sweeping combos which aren't fair. Every boss does enormous sweeping combos which aren't fair. You can't dodge half the attacks. A lot of the time you'll just be one shot by a boss. My damage output is so poor even though I'm the fucking correct level that I can't beat a boss. So I had to physically take everything out of everything else and put it all into intelligence just so I had a chance of fighting the boss. And now I'm just getting one shot. Either way, it's unfairly balanced. I can't play this game. This game is not fun. People really seem to like this game, but it's overrated to all fucking hell, okay? You can't just throw together a bunch of random shit and expect your game to be good, but that is what From Software did in this case. They threw together a bunch of random shit, they didn't playtest it, clearly. They didn't even bother trying to make the bosses even remotely fair. Because the issue I'm having, the reason why I'm quitting this game is the fire giant. And I know, that seems stupid, but I can't fucking fight him. Because I can't see what he's doing. And when I try to run away from him, I'll get stuck on some random object in the environment, which then means that I get insta fucking killed instantly, death, and then I have to replay. Then I have to keep replaying because I keep dodging into things that are in the environment and I can't move. How is it fair if I can't move? How am I supposed to dodge an attack if I am stuck in place on a random fucking tree sticking out of the ground? Exactly. It's not fair. He also has a insta-kill, another insta-kill attack, because all his attacks are insta-kills. Obviously, you know, why wouldn't you make all your attacks insta-kills, you know? He has this other attack where he just puts a bowl in the ground and kills you with snow. I know. How fantastic. You can't jump over it. You can't dodge away from it. It's an instant kill. If I felt like torturing myself for 16 hours, then yeah, sure. I'd totally love to beat this game, but I honestly don't care. I'm deleting this and I'm never playing it again. It's not fun. I don't get any enjoyment out of playing it. The first half of the game is incredible. The second half of the game is just filled with bullshit bosses that one-shot you. How is that fun? I don't know, and nobody can give me a clear-cut explanation as to why that's fun. So I'm deleting it, because it's bullshit. And I'm gonna give this game a 4 out of 10. Why? Because it's bullshit. It throws together random bullshit and expects it to be dodgeable or playable. The game is not fun, the game is not enjoyable. It throws together a bunch of gank bosses that aren't fun. There is nothing fun about this game. The only really fun I had during this game was fighting Morgoth. That is it. That is the only time I had fun, because his moveset is genuinely enjoyable to play against. Everything else in this game is not fun. I don't get any satisfaction out of beating a hard boss, and I don't get any satisfaction out of dying to a boss 100 goddamn times because I can't see what the fuck he's doing. Sometimes I will dodge at a correct time and I'll still get hit. Sometimes I'll dodge at an incorrect time and won't get hit. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this game, but it's smoking some sort of crack. Clearly. It is literally unplayable for me. It is not fun. I do not get any enjoyment out of playing it. How am I expected to get enjoyment out of playing something that is just clearly thrown together? This isn't fun. I don't get why people think this game is a masterpiece or a 10. I am being very generous when I give it a 4, because I get zero enjoyment out of playing this. And this is coming from a place where I have put like 45, I've put nearly 50 hours into this game, okay? I'm not saying this just because I played for 5 minutes and I died to the first boss once and I was like, oh, this game's bullshit, and then I threw it away. No, I genuinely cannot stand this boss. And I genuinely cannot stand a lot of the bosses in this game. And also, by the way, the fucking Radahn fight, there's this boss that comes before it, before you fight Radahn, and it's not Renala or anything like that. But what it is it's the fucking gank fight with the Crucible Knight and the Leonin Warrior or whatever, which is called the Misbegotten Warrior or whatever. I don't care, alright? That fight is so fucking bullshit. And I don't even think I need to explain why. It's just bullshit. It's a fucking gank fight. They throw 2 enemies at you and they're like, there you go, enjoy, have a fun time, I guess, and then they just leave. That's not fun. I don't feel like suffering for another 20 hours because I wanted to beat the fire giant or whatever. It's stupid. It's not a good fight. And I think I've clearly explained why. He's too big. You can't see what he's doing, and he one-shots you. That's it. Guess what? At like 30, Vigor, guess what? You'd still get one shot. You'd still get one shot at 30 Vigor. That is how fucking ridiculous this boss is. You'd need to just sink everything into Vigor, but then you wouldn't have enough damage output to kill him. It's stupid. It's not fun. I don't get any enjoyment. The only... People recall this feeling that they get when they beat a boss. It's where, you know, you're like... Yeah, it's just the satisfaction in killing a hard boss that was fair, but, you know, very challenging. What happens for me during this game is I'm just like, thank God that's over and I don't have to play it again. Like, I'm not getting enjoyment out of this. It's a very well made game. I can give it that. It's very well made. The graphics absolutely stunning. But do I give enough of a shit to just go through this game and be miserable? No, I don't. I don't give enough of a shit. The game is not good enough to warrant me spending another 2 hours playing it. When your bosses are just absolute dog shit, it's impossible for me to have any fun playing it. The only bosses that really stood out to me were Margit, Morgott, Godfrey, Godric. Yeah, that's it. That's all I remember. Every other boss I fought was either ridiculously easy or too goddamn difficult to even be remotely fair. Bloodborne, I'm gonna start playing through that again, because my first playthrough of Bloodborne, that was so much fucking fun. I got a lot of enjoyment out of that, because the game is genuinely good and not dog shit. It feels like they put effort into the bosses. The hard bosses are difficult, but fair. Wow, I know. Ridiculous concept. Being hard, but fair. Yeah. Ridiculous. Why would you go for that route? No. You have to go for just the hard, but hard route, I guess. I mean, that's what they're doing during Elden Ring. It's just large, swooping combos that you can't dodge, and... Oh god, and I've seen some of the fights with Melania too. I've not fought her, obviously, because you won't see a single video of me fighting her on my channel, but, yeah, I've heard how bullshit that boss is, and I've heard the same complaints from a lot of different people. Hey, FromSoft, all your bosses in this game are bullshit. What is FromSoft gonna do about it? Nothing. They're gonna keep the game that way. So I'm deleting it. I no longer have fun playing it. It's genuinely a chore for me. And I've been sitting for an hour and a half just screaming at this boss because I can't see what he's doing half the time. Of course, occasionally there's a mistake I make, but sometimes the game just won't register my goddamn inputs and I can't fucking dodge anything. Or hey, sometimes I'll misdodge it and I'll just be fine. Who fucking knows? Who knows? That makes no sense to me. But okay, whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking complain because I dodged at the wrong time and still somehow survived. Sometimes I'll dodge at the right time though, and guess what? I still die anyways because the game's a bunch of fucking dicks. So, in conclusion, don't buy Elden Ring, don't play Elden Ring. I don't recommend you sink time into this game unless you enjoy just being frustrated at something that is dog shit. The people that are going to get enjoyment out of this are people that enjoy lots of exploration in games. I enjoy bosses in games more than I do enjoy the exploration, and when your bosses are dog shit and super hard for just the sake of being hard and not fair at all, what reason do I have to play your game? I've sunk as much time as I'm actually willing to sink into this game, because it's genuinely a miserable experience for me. I don't enjoy it. I enjoyed it for a little bit because some of the bosses were actually good. Tree Sentinel is also a fantastic boss. The game has like 4 straight bangers, and then it's just, hey, let's make this boss that you can't see. And he one-shots you. Why? What is the purpose of that? What does that do for anyone? That's just hard for the sake of being hard. And I've seen other bosses in this game, but the developers have just kind of thrown together a game, and they didn't really bother designing the bosses any further. They just kind of threw together whatever and gave up. Gave them infinite stamina, so therefore you get a little bit extra stamina. You know, how fair, right? How fair. How enjoyable. I love playing games where they just make the boss as hard as humanly possible for no fucking reason. It's great. Either way, 4 out of 10. Yeah, great.